So right now for pre-workout, I'm taking the Gains in Bulk L-arginine. 2 scoops of this. It's non-flavored, so I mix that just with like half of the Monster just to give it some taste, and I just drink the Monster by itself afterwards. Okay. Okay, so here I've already started.
You're dying.
My sister's right here watching. So I've already warmed up with the bar before this, and then I've already done 115, which is just 35s on each side, for about 8 to 10 reps just to warm up. And then here you're seeing me do 135. I try to do this weight for about 15 to 20 reps if I can. So doing that.
Sorry.
I just got to my sister's in my place in San Diego right now. So she's putting together our IKEA furniture. We just put together our table, so she's doing the chairs, and I asked her to try to be quiet, and then it didn't happen. Sorry about that. So now I'm doing 155 now. So like what I like to do whenever I do my leg workout is I go from just 35s on each side. I do about 15 to 20 reps each, and then whenever I put the 45s on, I do about 12 to 15, and then every time I increase my weight, I always drop my reps by about 2. So I'll do 45s, I'll do 10 to 15 or so, and then I'll do add a 10 onto it, and I'll do about 12 reps, and then I'll add, and then I'll just do and then I'll do 185, which is 45s and then a quarter on each side. I'll do that for 8 reps, and then I'll add a 10 onto each side, and I'll do that for 6 reps, and then I work up to 225, and I do that for about 2 to 4, depending on how I'm feeling. And then if I want to go to a heavier, which my max so far is 250, if I want to do that, then I'll just do like 1 rep each, and I'll increase the weight like by less. So instead of doing 10s on each side, I'll do like 5s, 2.5s, just for 1 rep until I reach a max. And then once I'm done with like the weight that like I feel good at, I will drop all the weight off, and I'll just do 135. So I'll go back to the 45-pound plates, or I'll do 115, so either the 35 pounds or the 45 pounds, and I'll drop that down to that weight, and then I'll do about 10 to 15 reps at the end, so it's like a burnout, and that kills. So I'll do that. That's usually how I like to start my leg day. Like even if like a squat rack isn't open whenever I get to the gym, I try to wait on it, just because squats take a lot of energy. Like they are the most demanding leg workout in my opinion, besides like deadlifts. So I want to give all of my energy, all of like my carbs to like my squats. So that's what I try to start with in the beginning. So yeah, so I always start with squats, and then I'll move into like extensions, curls, deadlifts, more of those types of movements. And then I'll go into, let's say, more accessory movements. So I'll do like kickbacks, I'll do hip thrusters, I'll do like more glute focus, or I'll do stationary lunges, more plyo based. So it's kind of like I give my all attention, my energy, my carbs to like the main movements of legs, and then as the workout goes on, I'll start decreasing it. So that's how I do my legs. And then every leg day, like I don't always do the same movements. I try to switch it up. Some days I feel like doing more quads, some days I do feel like doing more hamstrings, and especially if I haven't like felt a good glute pump in a while, then I'll start doing just hamstrings and more glute focused workouts. So I just like to switch it up. It really just depends on like what my body feels like, where my head's at. Yeah, so that's it. explain this, but you guys see it. I haven't really used this type of equipment for like legs in a while. So I stack 4 little cubes in the table, and I drive up with my foot that is on the bench, drive up, and you feel that in like your hamstring and your glutes, their bridges. I really like this. Or you could do this with like your back up against a bench, and then you have like the barbell across your laps with like a pad, and then the weights on it, and like that will be really good for hip thrusters. But I just didn't want to do like any really weighted anything. These bands I just got off of Amazon, I forget the name of them, but like any bands will do. The weight or like the resistance goes from like a level 1 to like a level 5, and the red ones are level 4. So I do these. I do kickbacks with them. Whenever you kick back, drive with your heel going up, and then when you get to the top, squeeze your butt just to activate it more. So I do those, and then I do side ones, so it's working the outside of your glute. So I'm doing that as well. I do like 3 sets of 15 to 20 of these, and then I did hip thrusters this way too with the bands. Instead of my leg up on the bench, I just did them laying down. I like them. I also want to get weighted ankle weights to do these with too, just for more weight, more resistance. So I'm gonna let the rest of this video play out. I hope you guys enjoy it. Squat, or I know I'm going to be doing any heavy weight, this is my favorite shirt to wear. It says, "Why am I so big?" I got asked where I got the shirt from before, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. So my sister's ex-boyfriend, his name's Devin Santiago, he is pretty much the reason why I got into like working out and fitness in a sense. I always did like a PE class, obviously, or I did like a weight training class in high school. He took me under his wing and took me to the gym, showed me like what eating like clean was like egg white, spinach. Like he was definitely like a bro-based diet. So he is the reason that I really got into this. Like he was the first person to show me like the gym, exercises, things to do like that. And about a year ago, more than a year ago now, he and my sister weren't dating at the time, but okay, let me back up. So he moved into my house, my mom and my stepdad's house down in like Palm Springs area. He was like my parents' trainer. He took me to the gym. He like was our dietitian, things like that. And he lived with us for like about a month. And then like he moved back to, I think it's Huntington. So like I have like he's kind of like a big brother to me. The only big brother like I've really ever had before. So about more than a year ago now, he jumped on his friend's motorcycle, and he's had one, but he sold his. So he jumped on his friend's motorcycle, wanted to go like do like a quick errand or something like that. And on PCH down in Huntington on 8th Street, I guess a U-Haul pulled out, didn't check for him, and ultimately Devin was hit in an accident on his motorcycle, went underneath the U-Haul, passed away at the scene. So anytime like I feel like I just need like a boost, or anytime like I just like need like that mental help in the gym, and like I know like it's gonna be like a hard day for me, I just love wearing this shirt just because it reminds me of who Devin was, like the impact that he had on my life, what he installed in me. And if you ever knew Devin, or like if you ever just like look up his hashtag on Instagram, Devin Santiago. Like, you'll see the kind of guy he is. Like, I've never met anyone like him before. Like, his personality, he was like a big macho guy, and anytime like he walked in the room, like, you're like, who's that guy? Like, he just had this presence about him. He always wanted to make sure like everyone felt comfortable and like protected. He was just like this amazing guy to be around, and I'm so grateful to know him in my life. So yeah, so this shirt says, why am I so big? That's a picture of him and his tattoo. So just want to show you guys that, and then when I get in my house, I'll show you guys the back of it, because it's like a shirt in dedication to him. So I'll show you guys the back of it, because it's he used to do a lot of line dancing down in Cahoots down in Fullerton. So it's a Jack Daniels shirt in the back, and it's just really cool. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Hey. So yeah, so that's just about this shirt. I love this shirt so much, and I have another one. He was called like the Hulk. He wore this like green tutu when he went line dancing, so he just got that name. But I'll show you guys the back of it right now. Hi. So that's his memoir shirt. So yeah, that's a little bit about it. And then in some more news, so I had a show October 15th that I was prepping for, and my first show, I was really good. I didn't cheat. I didn't have a hard time dieting. I didn't have a hard time cutting out like all the things I needed to. But for some reason, this time around, well, more like my second show, it was really hard for me to, for some reason, just to get back on it. So this show, I was kind of messing around with my diet for, I was kind of messing around with my diet for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so, and I had an 11-week prep. So come like 8 weeks or so, my body wasn't changing as it was my first prep. So I don't know, I think I just got discouraged, and I think I knew what my body needed to look like because I've done the process already, and I think I got discouraged about it. And so this prep, I don't know if it was like, my heart was in it because I love this competition. I love this sport. I love everything about it. I love the like show day. I love it so much, but I don't think my head was in it. I don't think that I was ready to do it again, even though like I love it. I just don't think I was ready mentally to go through everything again. And I was like kind of like back and forth, where some days I was like, oh yeah, like I got this, like my diet was 100% today, and then the next day I would cheat, or like I would have a small like little like mess up or something, and I would just get like discouraged, and it's like, why can't I just stop eating? Why can't I just say no? Why can't they just put everything down? I know what I need to do in order to get there, and I'm just not doing it. So with that said, I'm actually not doing my show October 15th. I told my coach it, and I was like not nervous to tell my coach that I wasn't going to do the show. My coaches are amazing, and I love them so much, and I love that the effort that they put in to get me where I need to be. And they've also talked to me so much about like, you know, like we see so much for you, like we can definitely see you going far in this industry. You just have to be willing to do it. Like they'll get me there. I just have to put in the effort. And I think that this time around, I wasn't ready, or mentally I just wasn't checked in, I guess I should say. So I told them, and they understand, taking off season. So my plan now is, today is I think the 28th of August. Started school already. So this is my plan. I'm going to prep for Olympia. So Olympia is in about 3 weeks. So the new series I'm gonna do on my vlog is my new dieting towards Olympia, how I'm changing like my program, what I'm gonna be doing differently versus like a competition diet versus like this everyday diet, everyday training, things like that. So I'm gonna be prepping for Olympia. So that's the new series that's gonna be going up on my channel. And then after that, that's October like 15th or something. October 15th through the 18th, I want to say it is. I'm not 100% sure on the dates. But doing that, and then, sorry, it's not October, it's September. So it's September 15th-ish, that weekend in Vegas, obviously. And then after that, so I have Olympia, and then October 23rd through the 30th, I want to say it is, I'm doing a family cruise to Cabo. Then it's obviously Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and then February 2nd is my 21st birthday, so I'm going to be doing 21st birthday celebration, probably Vegas, with my family and some friends. And then after my 21st birthday is whenever I'm going to start prepping for whatever. And then after my 21st birthday, I'm going to start dieting again for my show. So I'm going to be doing probably like 4 shows back to back. So I'll do the May 7th show again. Love that one. So I'll do May 7th, May, June, July, August. So yeah, I'll definitely do USA's, things, those type of shows. Work my ass off for that prep, for those preps. So that's my plan. So with that said, this new dieting that I'm going to be doing, I'll show you guys all of it in my next video, but I'm going to be doing macro dieting. So I've never counted macros in my life. Before prep, never counted macros, just I knew it was good, I knew it was bad, so I kind of ate, like, I guess intuitively. So this time I'll actually show you guys what my macros are for my protein, my fat, and my carbs, where I got like my information from, because I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionalist. I'm taking courses for nutrition, but I'm definitely not like deep in those classes to where like I can go off my own knowledge. I'm using someone else's. So I'll show you guys all my macros, what I'm eating, how I'm tracking them, how my training is going to be different. So yeah, so that's going to be my new series, is pretty much dieting for Olympia. And then of course I'll take you guys through all of like the Olympia. I'll be at the booth there with my team, with Zero Gravity. We have some of our teams going, our team members are like actually in the Olympia. And then I'll be at my booth for my sponsorship, Gains in Bulk. Yeah, so I'm excited. I want to see what this macro dieting does to my body versus like the bro dieting that I've been doing for my shows. Switching up my cardio a little bit, doing a little bit less of it, but still enough to where like I'm leaning out. You guys saw my weight this morning, 162 I believe it was. My show weight was 130-ish. And I did that before I weighed myself before I cut the water, so that was still with water weight. And then, so yeah, so right now I'm like 162. I think whenever I first started my prep, I was 155-ish, give or take. So I'm 30 pounds up from my show weight. Show weight is unrealistic to ever like hold on to or to maintain. So I'm trying not to let that like identify. I'm trying not to put so much emphasis on like getting down to like 140, 135. Like it'll take a while for that to happen. But yeah, so right now I'm 162. Not that I'm not happy with that weight or that I'm happy with that weight, but like I can see my muscles showing more. I can see my obliques coming in. I feel tighter. I feel leaner. So I'm happy with that. I'm not necessarily trying to hold on to what the scale says so much, just because I know that can be so like misconstrued. So I'm just trying to go off of what my body looks like. So I'll be taking photos, updates, things like that, comparisons, just to hold on to. Yeah, so I think that's all the updating I have for you guys. And then, yeah, if you guys are going to Olympia, comment below. Love to meet you guys. I will keep everyone posted on what booth, what number, what time, when I'll be there, things like that. So yeah, I'm excited to try something new. I'm excited for the series because I've never done a series before. I tried to do like a peak week series, like a prep series, but I feel like this one, like, I really am excited for because it's something like out of my element. So comment any questions you have about what I just talked about my macros, anything like that. I'll do a whole vlog on my macros and all that on the next video. This one was just trying to tell you guys what's going on with me. Yeah, so that's what I got for you. Sorry this wasn't so much of sorry that this was so much of a talking vlog. I don't know if you guys like that or if you guys prefer more of like my daily life rather than like just me talking to you guys. But I like this more because versus Instagram, I can't really talk so much except for like a minute long. So I like YouTube better because I get to show you guys more of me. I get to let you guys know what's going on with my life more instead of like a huge bio. So yeah, this might be the end of my vlog. I'm not sure. But if it is, I'll see you guys in my next one where I start my series and I'm super excited about it. Alright. Oh look. Dakota, is that my shoe?